A leading House member and a leading senator are demanding that the DOD account for the money that the Defense Department spent to promote LGBTQ plus activities. The amount of money they spent is staggering. So the Congress has been asked to investigate on a big scale Pride Month. And the reason the Congress is asking the DOD, the Department of Defense, for an investigation is they want to know how much American money, taxpayer money, went for pro-LGBTQ, et cetera, initiatives. This congressman, a guy named Chip Roy from Texas, is leading that charge. He wants a complete audit. He sent a letter to the DOD demanding the department provide a report, quote, on every instance of taxpayer funding for Pride Month activities. He set a deadline of July 15th. He said, you have diverted money from the families of servicemen and women. You've diverted money from support services for them and pay for them to spend on all kinds of projects that we never got to talk about. And on the Senate side, Marco Rubio jumped in and he says he has complete opposition to spending on this stuff. He said there's been training materials put out by the DOD to include, this is in Marco Rubio's words, the promotion of homosexuality, transgenderism, and other deviant sexual behavior. The United States military is the greatest fighting force in the world, but woke activists in the Biden administration are undermining our military readiness, cohesion, and purpose. So far, at least $86 million has been traced to this. And now, in the new budget, you're going to fall out of your chair.
$86 million.
The DOD is asking for $3 billion to advance gender equity and equality along, quote, a broad range of sectors, whatever the hell that means. Will?
So basically, we need to spend more money to encourage more perversion. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, what is the Department of Defense for? To protect
and defend
the safety of the country, yes, with force if necessary.
Yes. What does someone's sexual preference have to do with any of that? Nothing.
I did the math in my head. It's this much. Okay. It's zero.
That's crazy.
$3 billion is now the estimate for the equity and inclusion projects, whatever the hell that means.
So does it, I guess this goes along with the DEI. Right.
Oh,
this goes along with that, right?
This is totally DEI, right?
Yeah,
diversity,
exactly.
Equity, and inclusion, whatever the hell you define that to be. It's up to whatever you want it to be. I hope on the Senate side, Rubio gets it. I hope on the congressional side in the House, Chip Roy gets the information. They've given the deadline as of next week. We'll see if the Department of Defense tells them.
They're probably going to hold that information back, Barry, just like they held the information back from the FBI was holding information back from Congress about the SARS reports, all of the criminal activity that the Biden crime family was doing. Anything that's going to show the left in a bad light, I'm willing to bet that they're gonna hold back as much as possible, as long as possible, not to give these documents. I'm just really surprised that they just don't burn the documents, shred them, and talk about, well, we don't know what happened to them. You know, like, what do you mean you don't know? Do you have backups? I said, no, we don't have backups.
Oh, you mean like when the Clintons got subpoenaed and all the phones got smashed? And
I'm pretty sure.
And all that?
I'm pretty sure you can still go online and purchase the software BitBleach. I'm pretty sure you can still use it. It wouldn't surprise me if the federal government starts using it, because you can wipe your system out to the point to where there's no recovery. So I'm surprised they haven't done it already, Barry. I'm surprised they haven't done it already, because if they go ahead and wipe their servers clean, who's going to go after them? The FBI? They're the ones doing the wiping for the DOJ and et cetera, right? So who's going to go after them? This is complete criminal activity, and they're in control.
Agreed. Let's see what happens next week when the deadline comes, or a week and a half. We'll talk about it.